Okay, so we'll start now the Mamer, the fifth Mamer in Parshas Naso, the Mamer, tevרכו es bnei Yisrael. This is from the Birchas Kohanim that we say. So the Eibishter says in the Parshas Naso, we learn, it says, tevרכו es bnei Yisrael. So bless the bnei Yisrael. And Merlahem, and say to them, Yivarechecho Hashem, Hashem will bless you, Yoyer Hashem, Yisa Hashem. Yisa Hashem means what? Yisa Hashem means some should favor you. So actually, this was a complaint from the Malachim. What do you can favor? How could you favor somebody? You can't favor anybody. And the Eibishter says to them, look, how could I not favor them? They go beyond the requirement. I'm going to fire them. I'm going to favor them. The Eibishter says in the Torah, you bless the Eibishter when you eat and you're satisfied, but they bench and make the bracha, even if they only eat a kazayis. They make already the bracha, the benching. So if they go beyond the law, how could I not favor them? That's Hine Amr Razal. Our sages of blessed memory said, in Perek Gimel the brachas, Dav Chofam at base, in the third chapter brachas, on page 27b. The angels that serve said before HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Ksiv b'Torah, you write in the Torah, it says, the Eibishter himself writes in the Torah, Asher lo yisov panim chulu, that you do not show favor. Hashem is not favor anybody. And you do favor, and you show neisa panim for the Yidden. Diksiv, as the pasuk says, Yisha Hashem panim v'lechem. So that they challenge the Eibishter. Amar lahem. So Hashem says to them, to the Malachim, how could I not favor the Yidden? I wrote to them in the Torah, so I said that you have to be eaten and satisfied. You bless Hashem. And they are careful, even if they only eat a kizayis chulu. Same thing is over there brought down there. So the Rebbe said, we have to understand this idea here. That because they are particular, they are careful of kazayis. That's why the Eibishter favors them. What's the connection? Because they're careful to make a bracha, and by kazayis, the Eibishter favors them. Also to understand the flow of these brachas. What's the flow? How does these brachas follow? You understand what it is about. The Seder doesn't seem to have a Seder. We're just saying, Hashem will bless you, Hashem will favor you, Hashem will protect you. It doesn't seem to have an order. We have to introduce the idea of benching. So how come in Torah you need to be satisfied in order to bench? Okay, it says that medagdik even kizayis, but in Torah it says v'chalta sabato. Well, so this is the idea. Kineksiv ubeirachto es Hashem. Elekecha. So berachto doesn't say berachto Hashem, but it says es. The word es is made up from the letters Aleph and Tov. And we're saying you beirachto from Aleph and Tov, the letters like Vehein ha'is yeshem Aleph v'atov. Those are the letters from Aleph and Tov. Because as we're going to see that everything that the Eibishter created, including the food that we eat and everything, comes from the letters, comes from an energy from Hashem. That's the name that every item has, is the spiritual energy of the food. So the Aleph and Tov, those are the names and the energies that come down, the spiritual spark that's in everything. Everything is created with letters. Because we say because the world was created with 10 sayings. So that means letters, when Hashem said that is the creation. Words are made up of letters. So those letters, the creation. And those letters that are in the 10 sayings, they are the vitality of kol advarim, of all matters. V'kiyumam, and they sustain them. V'hisavusam ma'ayin liyesh, and they come into being from nothing into an entity through the combination of letters and the exchanges of letters and the substitution. The Alter Rebbe speaks in many places in the Tanya also. He says the Asara Mamoris have a finite number of letters, the different words over there. But then when you go by the various different, how you substitute letters and how you get, so you get all the different kinds of, those are the same energies that come from the Asara Mamoris. Because the Eibishter blew into the person the level of Lamaila, which is the Hamshacha, which is Oisius. So the person is full with Oisius. Ki ato nofachta bi, uksiv, you blew into me, uksiv, nishmas chayim. And that's the soul of life, which comes from Hashem, comes through letters. That comes from the levels of Ruach. It's also Dibur, Ruach, Ksiki, Uberuach Piv, called Tzvom. All the armies, the angels, all of Hashem, they called Tzvom. Beruach Piv Yisbarech, Hu HaMahabes HaKoil Al Yidei B'chinas Oisius. How is everything come into being? Everything comes to letters. Those are the letters of the Asara Mamoris. Asara Mamoris basically are the Hamshacha. Those are the formation of the various different creation, brings them in Ma'ayin the Yesh, and then later on sustains them. In Iksiv, the pasuk also talk about names. That the Adam called names to all the animals, the birds of the sky, etc. What do you mean he called? He basically, what he did was he called and he drew down their names. When he called them means, just say, called them means he brought down their chayes, their energy to the different levels of the animals. He brought them Shehem. Those are the combination of letters that were in the 10 saying. With them, they were created from hidden to reveal, which means to be in them, to draw down in them the revealed energy from Hashem's ruach, from the spirit of his mouth, in order to elevate them in their source. So he brings down the energy of the different animals into the animals. And then when you bring down their energy, the Yid, when he eats them, when he's mevarer them, he is able to elevate them. How are they elevated? How are they tied back to the source? Why? That is through the man. He is the head of all the levels of the inanimate, the growing and the living. And he is the one that draws down to reveal chayis from the source of their chayis from Hashem's Ruach Pivis Baruch. So the Yid brings down that revealed chayis into the animals. And therefore, because the Yid brings down that energy, Al Kol Moitze Pi Havaya Yichya, the Pasuk says that anything that comes from Hashem, the person lives, which means the person lives because he gets that energy from the food that he has drawn down. What comes from Hashem's Hashem, that's Mamer. Those are the letters that are in him that came out. What's in the food? The food has the letters of the Eibishter, the name, the energy. Says the parenthesis, Ayin b'mashikosuv b'biyur aposkim v'nesati l'cha mahalchim. Me'inyan, over there he discusses sheyesh beis b'chines ba'oisius. Over there it talks about there's two levels in these letters. Hainu Aleph, number one, ha'oisius sheyotzu mipi Hashem, pi Havaya, v'habeis oisum shebemekoyim. Those that are in the source. So there is the letters that come out, and then there's the letters the way they are in the source for where the letters come from. Like the power to speak. So that's the source. There's no letters there yet. You have the power that you could talk, but that's the power. Because Elov is shown, yes, base. I have to run the Rosh Tevis over here and figure this out. What is the, how does it spell by you? Read it.
Vav, Shin, Chaf, Mem,
Chav. Yes, base begins Elu, the Esa Machshav Ein Shom. V'im kein, Mashakosov Shaboy Val Yodoi Yavoyu L'Shorshim U'Mukoyram B'chinas Pi Havaya Ba'atzmai. So that's what we say, that through the Michael you come to the source to Pi Havaya Ba'atzmai. So what you're so you're coming not to the level. Basically, saying is when you're Mavarer the Eichel, you come, you elevate him. So you're not only going back to that, you're going back to the Shoirish, to the Koich HaDibur, to the root in the Ein Sof, in the Pi Havaya. So back to the Shod Behuruach Piv Yisbarich, Lahachis as Ha'odom, to vitalize the person, B'chdei Shaboy Val Yodei, through the person, through the Odom, and Hem Yavoyu L'Shorshin of Mekoyram, they will come to their root and their source. Chinas Pi Havaya Ba'atzmai. That's the level of Pi Hashem, not the level that expressed, that came out, but that's the Pi Hashem. So all of Amru, about that level, the sages say, could create it with one. Everything is one. Hu HaMamer HaKoilel. That is the Mamer, which includes Kol HaSorim HaMoritz. That includes all the 10 series. And from there it extends, and it was the divided Almini Proti. What is Ayin Mem? What's the Rosh Tevis? Ayin Mem? Ayin what? Ayin Mem? Nischalku, Ayin what? Is Rosh Tevis there? Asorim Amoris.
Asorim Amoris.
Nischalku, Asorim Amoris Proti. And through the person, you come to the general. Because he brings down the Gilu, comes from there, from the source. The Mamer Echad. V'zeu berachta es. That's berachta Aleph Tov. Dahainu lahamshich hagilu mishoirish b'chinas oisius meruch pivis borech That way, they will be elevated and connected in this sort. Okay, so let's leave it over here.